Hello, everyone. I thank you for joining me for these few minutes. I wanted to speak with you regarding our academic end of the year closeout. Our goal and our primary focus for the ELA department is to finish as much of our academic curriculum as we can. We want to do this by consolidating our lessons. We want to get all of our grade level material covered before our students leave. And the best way of doing this is through consolidation. What does this look like? It looks like we are using a tool to maximize time and definitely reduce redundancy. How are we going to do it? We're going to use our grade level curriculum guide as well as, or in addition to, ILC, whatever your preference is. If you like to look online, that's fine. If you want to look through the actual guide or just the guided template online, that is fine as well. But we're going to look through our guides, either ILC or the curriculum guide, and you want to see which lessons are redundant, so to speak, which lessons you see are heavily functioned or facilitated on the same skills. If lesson 1, 2, and 3 are basically stating the same thing, but maybe adding another task, we want to try and bridge those lessons. So instead of maybe taking 3 days, you can do it in a day and a half. Again, our goal and focus is to cover um, as much of the school year curriculum as we can so our students are exposed to it. With that said, we have less than 30 um, days of school. And some of that is going to be cut into with our end of the year date. I think is June 9th for students. We have one more holiday, I believe, pre-scheduled events. Today we have the fashion show. There will be another two, I believe, um, PBIS programs. We're going to have promotional ceremonies for kindergarten and eighth grade. You're going to have field day. All of these things are taken away from um, our work time, our academic focus. So we want to put these dates in the calendar to see which days we truly have for instruction. And consolidating those lessons will help us to help meet the needs of our students for the end of the school year. Don't forget about the grades are due maybe a week or so before. We have days for end of the year assessments, iReady, and performance tasks. So we want to include all of those dates in our schedule as far as knowing what days we actually have left to teach and consolidating the lessons so we can see, what we're doing is the best way of doing it. Okay. And this is really, really brief. However, I wanted you all to know where the English department is going for the end of the year. What do I want you to take away? I want you to focus on planning being an ongoing thing. As educators, you know that we never stop planning based on how our students respond as we check for understanding. We'll know if a lesson went really, really well, and maybe we just have to touch on, the next skill, or if we need to go back and revisit, adjusting the lesson to make sure that our students have a great grasp of it and can move on to the next step. We want to identify gaps, focus in on those, what needs to be retaught, what needs to be taught differently. And again, planning and consolidating will benefit all of our students because our goal and the focus is to make sure that they are exposed and have a good understanding. We are, um, for lack of better words, I guess, cutting through the red lines and just going, with a straight focus, quick understanding, and able to go to the next task. If you have any questions about anything as far as, again, what consolidating looks like, where you should go, um, your ILC or just a curriculum guide. And again, we're going through each lesson to see what we can bridge together, what needs to be taught in isolation. You are paying close attention to the actual days that you have for instruction based on the things going on within the school, testing, holidays, and things of that nature. Any questions or concerns, please reach out to myself or Miss Moore. And I thank you for your time. I'll see you on Monday.